We should be live now. Although apparently my Streamlabs is not showing me any of the things that it's supposed to show me, so I can't actually see the live chat. So I'm going to. Is it not live? It is live over there. I get the face doing this and then a thumbs up afterwards. So I have no idea what I'm supposed to be garnering from that. But that said, we are live. Hopefully everything is working now. I'm going to go ahead and join the live chat. You guys will probably hear me twice for about half a second, which I'm sorry for that. You can deal, if I have to deal with two of me, you can deal with two of me for like 2 seconds. It'll be okay. Pop-out chat. Oh, dear lordy, no. That's not where that pop-out chat needs to be. Absolutely not. Okay, so how's it going, everybody? So today is going to be an interesting stream. Normally, we have more of a focus topic, and we have some kind of planning involved. This time, there is no planning. This time, there's just me being in a situation where one of my channel artists desperately needs help. So very much the same idea as what we did for my 10,000 subscriber stream. Oz says that I was not told of this. So I'm explaining what this is, Oz. Oz is one of the patrons of the channel. So basically, Turning Tide Studios here is in a situation where rent and everything else cannot be paid at the moment because the IRS decided to pull at a time where they were not necessarily in a position where they could handle it. So we are now in this awkward position where, much like when the Godless Iowan had his car wreck, unforeseen circumstances have hit, and somebody that I care deeply for is now in a situation where they need help. So here we are. And Jack Fisher says that I am smelly, which is true. I need to take a shower after this. You are correct, Jack. So with that said, this is Tide from Turning Tide Studios. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi, this is my first time live, so I'm going to be very, very awkward. I'm Tide. I did part of his set of avatars. It's the one with the giant hammer. I really don't know what to say. Whenever it comes to like about me sections and websites, I have nothing to say anyway. So I don't know.
Fair enough.
Well, what do you want to know?
I guess that'd be the first thing. If anybody in the chat has anything that they want to know about Tide or their work or when they started doing any art or any of their inspiration or anything like that, let us know those questions in the chat. We will get to them as best we can. Also, Tide's job during this as well is if any donations come in through the PayPal link, which will be here, it's also in the description, but there's also that as well. If any donations come in through that, she is to let me know. That way I can announce those, thank the people who have done so. And also, if you would like to order a commission as opposed to a donation, I have their commission sheet. There we go. That's where it is, I think. I'm on my end, I know I'm pointing into like the empty void, but I also know intuitively that I think that's where the commission sheet should be. Yes, commission sheet should be there, live chat should be there, should be something like that. Also, yes, it is a little ironic that my co-host is Ocean and one of my channel artists is Tide. So yeah, no, I have no idea why that is the case, but apparently it is. So for those of you who are used to the 3 avatars that I cycle between, there's obviously the original like chibi avatar that I use. Then there's the sort of androgynous avatar that GaelicNox made for me, which I really enjoy using whenever I'm dealing with somebody who's like, all men are emasculated, and I'm just like, let me go ahead and grab this one that may or may not have tits. I'll use this one. And then the one where my avatar is standing still and is a little more thin and lithe, that is the one that she has done. That does remind me, though, there is that one awkward thing that I learned when you sent me that avatar, and that's that the head tilts.
Yeah.
So there are some points when I've used that avatar that just like the Cirrus model has multiple arms and multiple heads, and I'm like, oh, I have made some severe mistakes.
Okay, so, oh Lord. Well, I'm gonna send you something really quick, privately. If I can get it to pull up. So I know you said to let you know when donations come in.
Mm-hmm.
but I just logged in and I saw something that you need to see.
Okay.
Um,
I'm terrified. Oh, that is a thing that happened. So
okay.
you hadn't checked at all, had you?
No, I checked once and I checked once because somebody ordered a commission and then I received a message from uh, one of your uh, one of your users who donated, and I checked then. It that second one on the list I didn't see until now. So
If you could PM me what their name was, because I may know what their screen name is depending on what the name is.
okay.
But yeah, send it in private messages, because I know that there are certain people who don't want their
Yeah.
names out. Obviously, I have an inkling though. I have a distinct inkling of who it might be. Oh yeah, no, it is Astral Frontier. Okay, so yeah, I figured it was them. I had a hunch. Okay, so the I guess the theme of this stream has officially changed because what was it? You were basically $600 in the hole, and that
Yeah.
that has already been covered. So
Yeah.
that's awkward. That's awkward, but
Awkward. Yes. I did.
but at the same time, um, so Astral Frontier is also the person who donated a large sum of money to the channel whenever we had to go pick up Aaron, because the car needed, what was it, like $750 worth of repairs on top of rent being late because we had to spend money elsewhere as well. So he just ended up chipping in and fixing all of those issues immediately. So first of all, that was great. I was very, very happy when that happened. Secondly, it seems that Astral Frontier has once again pulled in and helped save somebody's skin. So thank you for that. Astral Frontier is one of my $35 a month patrons, and he is, or $35 video. I'm not sure if he has this thing set to monthly or not, because Patreon doesn't tell me these things. So, but he is one of the $35 patrons of the channel, so you guys see his slide every single time one of my videos ends. So thank you very much, Astral Frontier, because that is amazing. If you guys still want to donate or order commissions, obviously when somebody's in the hole, there's always a need for more, just because getting out of the hole doesn't necessarily mean that you're on even footing. But I would say that my suggestion would be, since we are at the goal, order commission work.
Yes.
Because Tide does very good commission work. I've ordered, before I ever got my avatars done, I had already ordered several commissions from them in the past. So this is very much something that I would suggest to do. And Sadie, for ordering a commission, I believe that you messaged Tide on Twitter, correct?
You can message me anywhere on Twitter, Instagram, Discord. I'm all open. So
fair enough.
Just, yeah.
Oh, so we just received a request to show some of the commissions. So if you can send me some of your commission work that you've done recently that you're okay with me sharing, then I can go ahead and get those put up on the screen so that people can see.
Okay, give me just a second. Let me reopen everything.
Fair enough.
Let's see.
Also, here in about 15 minutes, we are going to be opening up discussion to the Discord server as well. So I'll be hopping onto the Discord server. I'll still be here, but if you guys want to be part of the stream, you can be in the Discord server as well. However, I will say that if anybody hops into the Discord stream channel and says anything mildly uncouth, then I have no issue with kicking. I'm doing this in good faith, given circumstances. Okay, so first one we have, let me go ahead and I need to make a folder for this stuff so that I can do this. New folder. We'll just call that one Tide Pods.
Lord.
It's the folder for the ethical consumption of Tide Pods. Okay, so now we need to go here to editor, add image. I know that I am vocalizing the stuff that I'm doing currently, but you guys can deal. It's fine. Do not worry. Ah! You see nothing. That is the magic stream stuff. You do not see it currently. Old thumbs. Where are we? Here we go. This is one that they recently did. I believe this one took you a few days to do, though, because of the level of detail, didn't it?
Yeah, it did.
So there's this one. It's going to look really gross up here. I apologize for that. I will resize it and get it moved over to this-ish area there. Stream's going to look a little sloppy, but that's fine. It's okay. I'm perfectly okay with the stream looking a little sloppy. That does not bother me that much. And let's go back over here to live chat. Too slow, sir. I saw the porn folder. Fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, that was a commission they did that actually took a few days. They sent me the different work in progress versions of it as it was coming out, because of how many layers and how much detail had to go into it. But that is an example of something they can do if you're willing to give time to time brain. My brain is not doing a work. Drag Worker says lewd. No, if you want lewd, my fan art folder has a lot of lewd in it now. I don't know why. I don't know why you guys keep on making Rule 63 of me and looting it, but that's a thing that happens. Oh, was it actually their commission?
Kia?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was her commission. Actually,
neat.
Almost all of these were what she's commissioned me, because she has so many characters, and she's very supportive.
Hey, that is awesome.
But in fact, now that I'm looking at what I sent you, all of them are hers. So, but yeah, she has a lot of diverse characters that are very, very fun to draw. So I really enjoyed whenever she comes to me saying, "Oh, I want you to draw this," and it's like, sure.
Yeah, I see a fair bit of Neko in those. So what I'll do is I will show this next one, and then I'll also go ahead and, for giggles, put up my avatar that you made. There's this one as well. This one is just characters, so a little less detail, but it is still another one that was done. And then next to it, I will go ahead and put my character that you made me, because why not? Of course, I tried to pay you for this one, and you said no.
Well, you've been super supportive and very helpful, and I don't think it's right for me to charge you for your avatar.
Well,
because it was, I enjoyed it, and I didn't see it as a job.
Yeah, fair enough.
So
okay, and then here is this one. Just have that one there, and then where do I actually have the image for this? I know I do somewhere. It's in here, I know. Is this it? Yes, it is. So, I'm going to go ahead and pull this up just a few. So that is the one that she made for me, that I've been using on the channel for a few videos. And also, as I said before, there's the commission sheet. I'm going to go ahead and pull it back here again now so it doesn't look quite as sloppy. Actually, wait, no, I could just do this. We have the commission sheet on top, and then that. No, brain. Why? I'm bad at this live streaming thing. I really am. There we go. Boom. Problem solved. There. Now it doesn't look as sloppy. It still looks sloppy. It still looks like a mess, but that's okay. That's my life. So, that said, so yes, those are some of the commissions that they have done, although, of course, mine I couldn't actually get as a commission, though I tried. Jack Fisher says, do you want to put the hammer down? I would, but the thing is that that's a bit phallic. Oz says, the important question is, why do you keep the fan art? Well, I keep the fan art for two reasons. One, if I keep it, it's archived, and I can use it whenever I need. Two, the other reason that I keep fan art on the channel is because I have to actually put it into a separate folder in order to show it on any of our videos. So, and I can even show you guys, actually, if you want. But the fan art folder that I have is separated into categories, presented and not presented. If it's been presented in a video, it goes into the presented folder. If it hasn't been presented in a video yet, it stays in the neutral folder, so that I know when I've shown somebody's fan art. Because if somebody submits fan art, they've put in time, they've put effort, they've put in resources in order to make that fan art, whatever it may be, whether it's been, I've received Minecraft skins, I've gotten multiple different sketches, I've gotten I've gotten comics, I've gotten all kinds of stuff. And whenever somebody puts time into that, I want to be able to put some time into them as well. So I go ahead and put up their Discord name, and I put up their artwork that they've done. That way, yes, you put in time to put in this artwork. As long as it's not something that I'm going to get in trouble with YouTube for showing, it's going to go up on my channel, even if it's the weird stuff. Which is why there's everything from my character and the Rule 63 version of my character together. Doing weird things, to one picture that was literally Jimmy from Mr. Atheist giving my character a kiss. And I'm just like, oh, that's strange. I'm straight as a board, so this feels weird. But you know what? It's still fan art that goes up there. The next episode is going to have a piece of fan art that was submitted to me that has my character lying on a couch telling Jimmy to paint me like one of your French girls. So if the fan art exists, it goes up on the channel. So just like when I put up that $50 a month setup and got forced to sing, I've learned that some of my decisions may be things that I regret later on in life, but it's okay. Drag Worker says, "Is this the regular service or is it the Rule 63 service?" Oh, I have no idea. Well, that's pretty cool. Some of them are so detailed it's ridiculous how they're done. Is it only my Nekos you have? Chrome is a Neko boy, Artemis is a griffin, and Takuo is a human. That's from Kia. Let's see, what else do we have here?
Let's see. Somebody said something. Where is it?
Also, Donna, or it's either Donna or Dana. I don't know. I'm terrible at pronouncing names. They said that they might get you to do the RP and story character like the first. And Oz says, "Happy Hammer private time, I guess." Okay. Gator asked, "What program do you use for your work?"
I use, I always get this mixed up, Clip Studio Paint.
Okay.
And it was the best switch I ever made. I used to do Manga Studio Debut 4 and colored in Photoshop. And it was not even the good Photoshop. It was Photoshop 7.
I'm still using Photoshop 5. I just upgraded from 3.
But when I saw Clip Studio on sale, I was like, I'll give it a try. And I fell in love with it. I do everything on it now. I don't even touch Photoshop anymore. So...
You know, I use Photoshop a lot, but I've been using Photoshop less and less, considering that I used to do my thumbnails and all that stuff in Photoshop, and then GaelicNox ended up doing my thumbnails. So
I've got a question in the chat. How do they contact Tide?
There's a bunch of ways you can contact Tide. One of them is through Discord. One of them is also through Twitter. Their Twitter handle is actually in the description of this video. And then as for Discord, if you go into my Discord, which is also in the description of this video, their name in there will be Call Me Tide, and it is colored orange.
Yep.
Because they are a secondary channel artist, so they get special colors on their name, even though it does not put them into another category the same way that it did for GaelicNox. I don't know why it didn't do that. Probably because you're a patron as well. That could be the case.
Let's see. I'm pretty sure I'm butchering this name. Sheba. I do draw non-humans. I actually have a couple of non-humans in my comic. So, but yeah, I'm open to non-humans.
Drag Worker says, if you're not on the Discord, you have to be. It's where the fun happens. You have a very loose definition of fun, Drag. My Discord is a mixture of awesome, positive people, and then you go into the debate chat, and then it's just like vicious cutthroatery. And then you go to artwork, and then as soon as you get to the artwork and memes area, my Discord gets really weird.
Yeah.
Like, I think my Discord has officially just become like, this is a condensed version of the internet.
Yeah. I've noticed.
Depending on which channel you're in, the Discord is either like really nice and wholesome and wonderful, and then you get to other places and it's just an absolute clusterfuck. Which is fine. Jack says lewd Discord. There's a lot of lewd in my Discord.
Yes, I've noticed a lot lately.
Yeah, especially lewds of my character. That's been a thing that's been popping up a lot more again. I blame GaelicNox for that, though. I really do. She's a wonderful person, and me and Pam would both say that she's a wonderful girlfriend. However, she is also an instigator of chaos. Which is very true. Sarah from Hyde says, we put the fun in dysfunctional. Oz says, also, I'm in there, and some people call me Oz. Cyrus calls me the devil. Yes, because you commissioned me to literally sing in front of a live audience. So, yes, of course I call you the devil, Oz.
Oh, my goodness. I wouldn't do it.
I didn't get a choice. I've set up the $50 setup so that it allows for people to request stuff like that. So, like, I have to. Just like I have to do more Dangers of Woo episodes because Twist requested Dangers of Woo episodes for their $50 patronage. So, I have to produce them at a more rapid pace than I originally was doing. Also, Jack Fisher has sent a £2 super chat. Sorry for the lewd chat. No, you're not, Jack. Don't lie. Don't even pretend that. Mega Holden says, Wumbo here. It's also only a matter of time before tentacle porn pops up, especially after the collaboration with Logic. Logic's area is very tentacly, so I'm surprised that it hasn't happened, but I've learned something. Now that I've said it live on air, I've accidentally spoken it into existence. When we did the stream with Scientist Mel, I mentioned, like, she said that she had a staff that had a D20 at the end of it. And I said, be careful of the things that you ask whenever you're live on my channel, because there's enough artists who watch my stuff for some reason that you'll accidentally speak it into existence, I swear. And then within 3 minutes, a fully colored picture of a cartoon avatar version of Scientist Mel showed up with her holding the staff over her head going, I speak it into existence. I just went, yep, nope, that's a thing. Please be careful of the things you say. It happens.
Oh my lord.
It's I've just gotten used to it. Yes.
I fixed it. Her name's now Green, but she's under channel artist now.
Okay.
So that way she's in her own separate bubble.
Okay, did you just have to give her Emmett's role? Okay.
So she has all three patron, also channel artist and channel artist.
Okay. That way it's easier for people to locate her in there. Mm-hmm. All right. Cool. You're green now.
Woo. Yay. Oh, and it's a teal green. Yay.
Mark Caesar says your channel has powers. It's unfortunate, but yes, apparently it does. And Jason says that when you're friends with artists, you have to be very careful. This is true. Yes, you do. This is true. These are the people that can take your wildest dreams or your most terrible nightmares, and they can bring them into reality.
Yep.
It's And Sarah from High says, so lucky I cannot draw. Considering the things that I've seen you talk about in our Discord, Seraphim, yes, we're very lucky that you can't bring these things into existence. Just going to say. That said, I am going to go ahead and hop into the stream, and I believe that Tide is going to be doing as well. We're hopping into the stream section of the Discord, so if anybody would like to hop on and be live with us as well, Oz, Drag Worker, anyone who's normally in there with us, then by all means. I only say Oz because he is Terror incarnate, and if I don't give him an invitation, then he's like a vampire. He'll just either not come in or find a way to circumvent it and kill me anyway. So, now I'm in stream. Oh, and it has stream also has a limit of 5 people, so if you want to hop in, then I would suggest doing so with some type of expediency. Also, how's it going, Drag?
Whoa.
Alright, I'm going to also lower the volume on Tide in here so that I don't hear 2 Tides. I also hear potato chips. Very loud potato chips.
I had to mute the YouTube stream I had up.
Fair enough.
Hello everyone, it's Terror Incarnate.
Yes, Oz is here, and he is terror incarnate.
It's real. Sorry, I was trying to put him away.
Fair enough. Ah, the
There we
terrible
go.
noises. Okay, let me see if I can modify this a little bit. You can increase the
hi,
user
Ocean.
limit. I'm gonna set the user limit to 8. That way, if other people want to hop in, they can hop in. Also, Ocean says hello. How's it going, Ocean? There is another amorphous aquas here. Aha!
I have arrived.
This could be awkward.
Hello.
Oh dear
I am
God.
here to be the echo.
Why are there there are three people in the same room in the same Discord now?
Hello.
Oh Lord.
Because Raz just hopped in. Oh dear.
Haha, fuck off. I am here to win.
Oh God. Okay, let's not. Okay. Yeah, no, too much echo. Please stop.
It's getting so distorted.
It
Yeah.
is. Whew. Okay. That was a break.
What am I hearing? Oh.
For context, Raz is right there, and then Aaron was over there as well, ish. So like, there was literally, I feel like she's going into the bedroom to hop back into the Discord in a safer place. I feel like that could be the case. Although our stream.
Howdy.
How's it going, Ocean?
What the hell is happening in this place?
Hi, everyone.
Magic is happening.
Magic is happening.
Yes.
Is that why the
Can't
sign
you hear
is...
the elevator music?
I'm getting things double. I don't know if anybody else is.
Nah. It'll all be fine. JR says spooge with the reverb. Anyone out there? Because I don't hear a sound from Oral Seraph. Gemma says that I could add an opera aria to the mix. With all of the madness that was going on in there. I did say that I was opening this up hoping people would be somewhat responsible. I don't know why I hoped that. Especially with Oz being here. How's it going, Oz?
Why am I the reason of all the trouble in the world?
Okay, have you considered the fact that you are chaos?
Yes.
Yes, Ocean?
Cirrus, I found a dumb atheist on Twitter.
Oh my God.
Oh, do tell.
Is it?
Dumb atheist? Oh,
wait,
boy.
which one? Is it the conversation I've been seeing where they said that pagan gods were thrown away years ago and your response was, I am pagan, you fucking idiot?
Yeah.
Okay.
That guy, he's just saying, I think he said that's paganism. Hold on a second. Does John Buck posted a screenshot of it?
Yeah, I saw. It was John Buck's post that I used to see it all.
Right. Let me find it because I'll read a little bit of it. Because the whole argument seems to have started over him saying that marriage predates religion. And I was like, that doesn't seem right.
Does it? So religion predates governmental institutions because religion is what we originally based governments on. So, and given that marriage is only ever used in the context of either the government or religion, given that we know which one of these two things came first, it's a little ludicrous to say that marriage existed before. Coupling existed before religion, sure. If you want to say,
yeah, I agree. Coupling did, yeah.
If you want to like use a strict definition of religion to where like just burial rites doesn't work, then yeah, sure, coupling existed before that, but that's not the same thing as marriage. Marriage is an institutionalized thing.
Right. Yeah, it seems to me that in order to have marriage, there needs to be some sort of governmental structure. But I've kept saying, like, dude, provide evidence for your position, right? Because he said, marriage predates. I can't remember exactly how all this started. I want to figure out
how the madness began.
Like, how did this begin? But he was saying he made some like offhanded comment somewhere along the line where he was just like, marriage predates religion. I was just like, that doesn't seem right. Can you like tell me why you think that? Or give me some sort of source why you think that.
Usually when somebody says something like that, my response is almost always, can you please give me something I can read on that? Because that sounds fascinating.
Right. For me, my response wasn't, oh, that's interesting. My response was like, I don't think that's right. Can you give me, like, why? And I also called him stupid. But he's... The responses that he's given and the articles that he's supplied, none of them support what he's saying. Like, there was one that he even said that he gave me this, like he said, see, marriage predates religion. And in the article he sent me, it says that marriage was created by pagans. Now,
but for you to have a pagan, wait, so paganism is paganism is to polytheism what Christianity is to monotheism. It is simply the religious structure that encases the other. So you have to have pagan rituals, you have to have paganism, religion. Which is a religion.
Correct. And
I want to scream.
I said that, and then he deleted the post and he said, "Sorry, wrong article."
No, not sorry.
Yeah, right.
No, incorrect. Incorrect.
You just Googled it.
He knew exactly what he was doing.
Oh my god.
I was like, wait, no.
Oh boy.
I only want to die a little listening to that. See, this is
Need
why.
some help?
And
no,
Callan's in there just like it's not peer reviewed. But it, barring the fact that his article wasn't a source that's like a good source. It wasn't saying what he said it was saying.
Speaking of Callan, Callan is in the chat.
Callan's in the chat. Callan, hi, Callan.
Hi, Callan.
Also, we have we had 3 donations, 2 of which I know the screen names of the people, so I'm willing to say them. Dragworker did a donation, and also #Heathen did a donation. There was another donation, but I do not know the screen name of the person who did it, and I don't want to release their real name. So, there's that. If I know the screen name attached to the real name, I'll say the screen name. Because people and their personal privacy and all that fun stuff.
And don't ever worry about
okay, now he cited another article that's from AskTheAtheists.com.
Wait.
AskTheAtheist.com.
I don't know what this is.
Is that like, is the efficacy of that sort of kind of like the same level of efficacy we would give Rational Wiki?
Yeah, so is the ritual of marriage derived from... This is the first time I'm reading this. Is the ritual of marriage derived from religion? Please excuse me if this has been asked before. This is like one of those Quora type sites, apparently.
Oh.
Please excuse me if this has been asked before. I recently went to a wedding, and the minister kept constantly preaching his religious propaganda and kept mentioning how the two getting married, entering a covenant before God, and blah, blah, blah. My question is, more to the origin of marriage being a pact of convention through Christ. This is not what... Okay, can we safely say that there could be evidence that marriage originally had nothing to do with religion? Thanks.
We could say that and be wrong.
And then here's the guy, Brian Thompson responds, I think we are all agreed that marriage predates religion.
Well, it does, technically.
I mean, there's a difference between marriage and coupling. Coupling predates an organized religion. Correct. Marriage, however, is an infrastructure.
I don't even know if coupling does.
Well, it would even change between clan family, wouldn't it? I mean, coupling from people as in when you're set to marry somebody, the
arranged marriages?
Thank you, yes. The arranged marriages where you're covered against your will, even if you know this person, you're not going to marry them. My thing is, though, it would change the infrastructure will change between clans, because it's not all going to be the same, because they're all different people, right? So you could say, yes, in a sense, marriage through clans, yeah, that might be a thing.
Mm-hmm.
And that might predate religion, but we can't be sure because it was all different.
True, and what you'll end up coming across though that's really problematic here is going to be a lack of documentation on any of this stuff. Like we can have, for instance, I believe that we've got a lot of different documentation from like Roman marriages because they kept these things, but you're not going to find a whole lot of documentation that is also before established religions. You're not gonna find that same stuff, which is why I'm perfectly fine saying that it is likely the case that if one came first, it may have been coupling. You know, two humans deciding that they wanted to stay together with each other, as opposed to stay together for the sake of having sex and then giving birth the same way that a lot of animals do. We may have had forms of coupling before an organized religion. And again, this runs into the issue though of the fact that we have certain burial practices that we can look at in ancient cultures that seem very religious in their, the way that they're done. So again, if you had burials before coupling, you still have more questions here. You still have more issues. What I think this pretty much gets into ultimately is that the atheists that you're speaking to, Ocean, I'm fairly certain they're speaking out of the wrong hole.
So there's a couple of problems that were
wrong kind of
brought up before this as well. This spawned into like a lot of other conversations. Where's this whole? I'm trying to find the whole "I'm a pagan, you idiot" post.
Also, there was a $100 donation from Wombologist. I need to go ahead and announce that as well. And
good job, guys.
Jack Fisher.
Awesome. I wish I could commission because I don't have any money right now. Because I would love to have an avatar for my videos. Because I have a picture, but I think it's somebody else did. Because it wasn't me.
Fair enough.
I can't draw that good, and it would just be nice because I want to do talking videos, which I've done a few, and you can guys all go check those out on Crazy Necro Girl on YouTube. They're not interesting or anything like that, but I just have a picture there. I'm not skilled enough to do change pictures, do things about what I'm talking about. But it would be nice to have something that's just me.
Fair.
But I don't have money right now to do that. I don't know yet.
I found the post that where he makes the claim.
Oh dear.
May I see this, Ocean?
I'm sorry.
To me as well.
Say what?
I said, can you send it to me as well? I'd like to.
Yeah, I'll
we could always post it. We could always post it in the voice chat text.
Oh, yeah.
No, that would be too easy. Why are there all these gifs of anime girls in the voice chat text?
Why have you sent me? Aaron has sent me a thing that I don't know if I can consider it a boon or a curse. Apparently, Biblical Gender Roles has a podcast called BGR Learning.
Ooh, that's a boon right there.
Okay, so here's what it says.
I want to die.
It says marriage. It says marriage predates. Let's see. Basically, he's saying human morality, virtue, and empathy and honesty existed long before humans invented deities to build religions around them, and marriage even predates these ridiculous throwbacks to religious lunacy.
But there are religions that do not contain deities.
There's also evidence of religiosity going back to pre-human. So,
well, there's evidence of ritual, if you want to call that religiosity.
Yeah,
then
I mean,
yes.
That's right. That would be evidence of religiosity. Ritual will be evidence of religiosity. So
that's really weird.
That's actually.
So you can go back to.
Wouldn't you say that religion is an effect of human civilization?
Say what?
Can you say that religion is an effect of civilization?
You're dropping a lot.
You're cutting out a lot, Oz. It's really hard to understand you.
You're not hearing it.
So, because I want to because my buddy Lettuce came into the conversation. He was just like, we've got evidence going back to 300,000 years ago about religiosity when you go to evidence of ritual practice, and then you have but some of that's controversial, but you get to pretty undeniable evidence of religiosity and ritual practice about 100,000 years ago. I think 180,000 years ago, which is still pre-human, and then 100,000 years ago where you first have evidence of humans, you have evidence of burials, which is evidence of religiosity. So to say marriage in humans predates religiosity would be, from an archaeological sense, to say that marriage in humans predates humans. Because it seems that we've had religiosity since we've had humans.
Yeah, that'd be a very awkward stance to take, especially when you consider the fact that if you asked any historian who's willing to subject themselves to the peer review process, they would not say that marriage predates religion. I can't think of a legitimate historian that would say that.
The guy kept trying to get me to debate the existence of the gods, like, throughout this conversation. It's like I happen to be pagan, but that doesn't matter.
That's a red herring for the conversation.
Right.
The conversation isn't about whether or not.
Why are you bringing that up?
Yeah, the conversation.
We're talking about religiosity.
This is the reason why
in marriage and its existence.
In the video that I just released, that was about the people who were quote mining scientists. I pointed out at the end of the video, hey, if it seems like I'm swinging from the Christian side for a lot of my arguments in this video, it's not because I'm Christian, because I'm not.
No, you're a closet Christian.
No, I'm not that either. Romans 1:20 be damned. Romans 1:20 be damned.
He's more like back to the closet Christian.
But it's that I find it when somebody says something that's blatantly wrong, I don't have to appeal to, the God doesn't exist, so you're wrong. Like, I don't have to do that. I can fight them on their terms and show them why they're wrong within their own frame of thinking. I find that to be much more effective than trying to bring them over to my frame of thinking. That seems to be a lot harder and not quite as productive as just saying, okay, well, within the way that you're thinking, within your structure, these things don't hold. Because they're already thinking like that. I don't have to change their method of thinking. I just have to show them that they're being inconsistent. So when somebody's trying to do this weird thing where they go, oh, well, religiosity doesn't predate marriage because gods don't exist. Well, first of all, religion doesn't need a god.
I don't think he was doing that. He wasn't saying it's because the gods don't exist that religion.
No, but it's still a red herring in the same sense, though.
He kept trying to say, he kept trying to change the subject. Like, it was blatant subject changing. It wasn't related to he wasn't trying to even relate it to the conversation. He just kept saying, well, you can't prove your God. So it's like, wait, that has nothing to do with the conversation, and we're not trying right now. This is not that conversation.
We're talking about history.
You made a claim. I'm asking you about it, and I'm asking you for evidence for it, and it came to it wound up coming to a couple of other pagans got involved in the conversation. It wound up just being said, don't ask atheists for evidence for things, because you get into these situations where, like, somebody will make a claim, and it does, the irony gets pointed out. It's like, okay, so atheists have this reputation of constantly asking for evidence, but when you get into these kind of conversations and evidence is requested, it is refused.
Well, can we say that?
I don't know why that happens.
Can we say that the moral of the story is not to ask pagans any more questions? You're giving atheists a bad rap.
I will be honest, and my lord, that sun needs to stop. There we go. Can I please get? Wow, no, that's just distortion.
It's the divine pagan light shining down on you.
Oh my God, please stop. Anything. Like, I can put my hand here and it's fine. As soon as I do that, just like the divine light is here. I think this is an issue that you find with really anyone with any belief system at all, whether it be paganism, whether it be Christianity, whether it be someone who's an atheist. A lot of times,
I've seen pagans do this shit too. Like,
a lot of times they just have they have a schema of beliefs that they know are true, and they say that, well, these things are true, and that's the reason why you're wrong. But if you've got 15 people in a room that are saying the same thing, now we have to find some other method of figuring out which one of them is true. I mean,
you could just call that, like, dogmatic.
I mean, I would call it dogmatic. I would definitely call it dogmatic. Like it's like I think I mentioned in my, they quoted they quoted Dawkins during the quote mining thing for the video that I just released today, and I pointed out that I actually think that Dawkins may not have been one of the best proponents for atheism. He's done a lot of good work. Problem is that when he goes into debate, when he goes into theological discussion, a lot of times he just doesn't seem terribly informed on these things, and it makes him come off in a bad way. Problem is that because there are a lot of atheists who really love Dawkins, and I'm one of those people who I do like Dawkins, because there are atheists who really like him, they take arguments that he's used that aren't actually good arguments, and they think they're good.
Dawkins, when I read Dawkins' stuff, I was like, I liked his stuff when it comes to discussing evolution. Right. He's really good at that. I mean, obviously,
he's a biologist. When he's in his wheelhouse of biology, he's excellent.
Fucking gig, right? Like, that's his thing. He's a professor of biology at Oxford, right? Or is it Oxford? Or is it Cambridge? I get those confused. But
I get them confused as well.
Yeah, I believe it's Oxford that he's a professor at, and a professor of biology, and of evolutionary biology specifically. And
I don't care.
Like, listening to him talk on those subjects, it's great. But when he starts straying outside of that, it's like, oh, damn it, dude. What? Damn it. Because like you get into like the Dawkins scale, which has turned into this meme in the atheist community. It's not great.
The Dawkins scale that doesn't actually work within philosophical frameworks, which is what it's trying to be.
Callan, he blocked you.
Oh my gosh.
Not Dawkins, but but the guy
who's blocked you, Steve Shives.
No. It's this atheist that's freaking out about religion and marriage.
It has been requested by Jack that I post a thing. Oh Lord! And then I broke my editor.
No.
Let me fix this.
Okay.
He blocked me too. We're all blocked now.
And
He's lost.
I've lost the argument. I must block everyone.
Dogmatism at its finest. Immediately just...
Here we are.
I don't want to hear opinions.
John, you're really, really quiet.
I can move my mic closer to my face.
That sounds great.
That's
mics are better closer to your face than underneath your floorboards, which is where I think it was prior.
They really are.
I literally moved it an inch.
Another one there.
That is really neat, Tide.
Go ahead.
This guy...
It's an older one, but
there we go.
Someone mentioned it in the voice chat text channel.
It's so awesome.
So this guy's name, he just blocked me, is Atheist Andrew. And like
that's
just
a name.
Right? I don't know. It's like
I've learned something about Steve Shives that it only recently changed. Like, recently I've noticed that a lot of people who were blocked by Steve Shives are no longer blocked. But it used to be...
I'm one of those, because I was blocked by him. I didn't do anything to achieve that block, but he's...
It used to be the case with Steve Shives that if you just made a new Twitter account, you just made it, it was new, you could find that you were blocked by Steve Shives. You had never interacted with this person ever. And I can understand there are people who use blockchains and so they can filter out their stuff. My problem is that I find that creates echo chambers really quick.
Of course.
I prefer people telling me I'm wrong when I'm blatantly wrong, so I can go do research and figure out if I am in fact wrong.
That's why we're friends, sir.
Whoa, hold up. I'm not blocked by Steve anymore.
Yeah, no, what? Steve Shives recently unblocked a lot of people.
Yeah, I think that he turned off a bot or something.
Yeah.
He had to have. I've been blocked by him for literally years.
You know, Steve.
Yeah, and same. I was blocked by him when I made my Twitter account. I think it's because when I started my Twitter account, like back in, when did I fucking start this shit? 2015. I didn't post ever. I would just follow people. And among the people that I followed was TJ Kirk.
And that got you
blocked. And I think that, yeah, I bet you that's what got me blocked.
That's how a blockchain works, is that it finds people who you've either interacted with or you follow, and it says that everybody who follows and interacts with these people, they all get blocked in the blockchain. That way, anybody who likes someone that you don't particularly like gets hit by the blockchain. Obviously, if you want to use a blockchain, go right ahead. That's your prerogative. I'm just not gonna. I'm not gonna end up using one. I don't have a need to. I find that it hurts what I'm actively trying to do to use a blockchain. This is just me.
I still haven't blocked anybody on Twitter personally.
I haven't either. I've been blocked by people. I'm blocked by S.J. Thomason.
Same. SJ blocked me.
Who else? Who else am I blocked by? Oh, Eve Kaninen. I'm blocked by Eve as well.
I still haven't gotten her to block me.
I decided to block Eve because I had decided that every time that she's gotten involved in a conversation that I'm involved in, she's never made it better. So,
no.
That's an understatement. You're being too kind.
She does these weird things like saying that divine command theory isn't ethical subjectivism, and I'm like, wait, what? No, literally every book says you're wrong.
So the two tiers of my reasons for blocking her are: one, she doesn't add anything to conversation. She doesn't make any conversation better.
No,
like a lot of people in this like I don't know, great debate community, regardless of their opinion, often they'll be able to contribute something. Even Blanco Indian manages to do that, right? So, so I've unblocked Blanco Indian for that reason, because every once in a while it's like, oh, okay, cool, you contributed something that's completely meaningful to this conversation.
Every now and again, White Engine gives a cogent point, which is fine.
Most of the time, I get annoyed, but
then you've got Eve.
But then Eve doesn't ever contribute any. Second, I have words from multiple people, and among them is Dean Esme.
Ooh.
That Eve Canadian, Eve whatever the fuck. Yeah. That Eve's Twitter account is a hive mind. It's not a single person.
Oh my gosh! Is it the
it's
same
a group of people that sign on that have assumed the label of Eve, and that argue with the moniker of a PhD in philosophy.
That makes a lot of sense, honestly.
And that's the reason why the stuff that she says is so fucking spotty. The reason why her grammar is inconsistent. The reason why her arguments change from one time to the other. Her attitude changes from one time to another. Like, there's no consistency between her attitude. There's no image that she's putting forward.
Isn't that the same thing that Red Pill Religion used to do?
Eve is a Red Pill Religion mask.
One of the many.
Of course.
Because there's Red Pill Religion, there's Escaping Atheism, there's, I guess, Eve Kaninen as well.
And this is word from Dean Esme, who apparently is one of the people that's part of the hive that is Eve. So at that point, once I found that out, I was like, well, why am I interacting with this person when it's just a cowardice mask?
What?
There's no reason.
It's not even a person.
Right.
For some reason now, and this is just I know that I'll be speaking this into existence, and therefore I'm doing the terrible taboo of this channel, but I do feel as though the image in my head is at least apt. For some reason, I'm imagining a picture of, like, Eve, like, peeling away part of her face, and there's just a honeycomb with wasps in it.
That is morbid.
Nightmare.
Like,
that is disturbing.
It is disturbing.
That's coming from me.
And that makes me go, like, this is the reason why, like, people that are really into philosophy, when they get into conversations with Eve, you start noticing that she's not saying things that a PhD in philosophy would say.
I mean, I'm not even an undergraduate or a graduate in, like, a bachelor's, and I know that she gets things wrong.
Right. So she doesn't have, like, there is no Eve that has a PhD in philosophy that is on Twitter. Like, that's not a person that exists. It's several people that are arguing through a mask
that are pretending to have a PhD.
That pretend to have a PhD. Right.
Mark Caesar has said that they hope I have spoken that into being, and I regret some of my life choices.
Oh no! Yeah, exactly.
Give it time; it will exist.
Yeah,
exactly.
No,
I'm looking at the fan art channel right now. Like, somebody's going to be posting honeycomb horror.
Freaking Eve Kaninen peeling down, and somebody mentioned that
Gaelic is already on it.
That the reptilian features would probably be shown as well. So I just want to see, like, pieces
By the
of
end
skin
of the day,
peeling
Gaelic
off and their scales.
I'm going to be honest. It's a good thing that I have a
Yeah, me
comic
too.
and other projects because I would be doing stuff too.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
I have a
mean,
script to my first YouTube video.
Is your
Service
script
now.
finally
the
done?
kind of-
I wound up picking up a different subject and writing that.
Fair enough. Oz, what's up?
I'm just gonna say that the artists on this channel are always waiting for you to slip up and.
You're not
It's true.
You're not
It's
wrong.
so true. And I say that as somebody who's now apparently in a romantic relationship with Cirrus, in at least a platonic realm.
As far as like artwork is
Absolutely, Big
concerned,
Puddle.
Big Puddle.
Big puddle. That's right. That's right. Big
Oh my
puddle.
God.
Big Puddle and the Hammer.
It should be noted that in reality, me and Ocean are not in a romantic relationship. Please do not.
Says you.
Listen here. Ocean is your beard, literally and figuratively.
Jesus
But,
Christ.
Yeah,
but
it's
I
amazing.
thought
Yeah,
it
that's true.
was Walrus.
You may be embarrassed about our love, Cirrus, but I am not.
Oh my God. Well,
He's a proud
Are
Viking.
you trying to get me to stroke your hammer today?
Oh my god.
Already stroked.
You'll have a real big puddle if you do that.
You're gonna make big puddle splash.
God. I need Ocean. You owe me Waffle House.
Okay.
Oh god, I miss Waffle House.
This-
So bad.
Ocean, I believe I put it as Big Puddle gets me wet.
Big puddle's gonna splash all over you.
Okay,
I like that.
Jack, you need. To
I just
actually
spoke that
change
into
your-
existence. I know it. That's
You know
that's what's there's the comic is gonna exist.
There's already a freaking comic with us.
There is.
I'm pretty sure Aaron's working on an erotica
With the,
as well.
With the uwu bar.
Oh my God.
Aaron, are you still working on that erotica? Please
Aaron-
tell me you are.
Aaron, what?
here's the
Do you want to know how awkward it is to live in a house with somebody now who is working on erotica of you? I'm just gonna throw out how awkward that is. Okay. Now that I've made that perfectly clear, Jack, commissioner of the erotica.
But
Gain
she gave me a special
gainer
ring.
in the chat says
She gave-
and demonetized.
Gave you a special rate.
Actually,
Oh my
Accurate
gosh.
gainer.
because usually for one page of erotica, that's $25.
I'm glad you know the going rate for one page of erotica.
That's my rate. Would you like a copy of all of my rates?
I don't. I think I can pass. I think I can live the rest of my life without that. I'll be perfectly honest.
Depending on how good it is, I might ask for a second page.
Vladimir, I think we've all seen Cirrus's hammer. He puts it all over his channel.
I mean, have you guys seen this thing? It's kind of limp.
Oh my god.
There's a reason that my
We
Twitter
just,
handle
need,
is
we
Cirrus
just
is
need
a
to
limp
give you
hammer.
more ocean. Yeah. We just need
Oh,
to
we
give
can
you more
we
ocean.
can fix that, Cirrus.
So like, here's the thing. So we live in this awkward world where I should fix this fully. I should like remove the tape. I should put a actual like PVC core in here, and I should put it back together because I make weapons. I make boffer weapons. This is a foam hammer. This is in my wheelhouse to fix. However, we also live in the world where my Twitter handle is Cirrus has a limp hammer, and I really don't want to change that.
I just want to publicly apologize to everybody that's watching right now for like coming in and harassing Cirrus to this extent. I'm sorry, everybody.
Are you really apologizing? Because I don't think that's an
No,
apology.
no, but I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say that I'm sorry.
I mean, if he is really apologizing, I'd be really disappointed in you, Social.
Yeah. Oz,
Never apologize to doing stuff to.
Oz, the bringer of chaos, knows not to apologize. Which reminds me, Oz, I should be able to get the making of episode up before the end of the month. You still have to do your request for March.
Oh! That's already.
Send it to me in a DM because I know that it's going to be horrible, whatever it is.
Apparently,
Aaron
Aaron is
can
falling
tell-
out of her chair.
Aaron can tell you about.
Oh, I'm confused. Limp hammer might mean limp something else from Jackson Heathen. JR always has his hand on his shaft.
Let's not judge, okay?
Oh my god. You guys.
Sometimes you gotta give your hammer a rest.
I could.
Don't worry, I'm not going to make a hammer joke.
Look, I'm not.
Say with
I'm
that.
not finished with my hammer, so it can't rest. We haven't even hit the climax of this story.
That means something. Okay.
Aaron just gave me a smile after I said that. I'm really concerned.
No, I sent you a DM.
Aren't you just excited that you opened up this chat?
No. Aaron just said that I have to sing again, apparently.
Yeah, you opened up a chat. We're all raising. Donate, by the way. How do we donate? Give me instructions.
PayPal link.
There's a PayPal link.
There's a PayPal link here.
Commissioner.
PayPal.me turning the tide.
Yes.
Turning tide.
You can either do PayPal donation or you can commission
there it is.
Tide for artwork.
The link
as
is
well.
in the chat. Give money.
The link is also in my stream discussion, by the way.
Just throw dollars at Call Me Tide.
I want to go ahead and say this real quick. I know that somebody mentioned it earlier, but I didn't get to say anything. If you don't have money to commission, I really that's not an issue with me. I am open with art trades, or trades in general, because I enjoy stuff sometimes.
So have anything to trade.
Tide, you might want to be careful about saying you're open to trades on this particular Discord.
Well, I used to do art trades all the time before I started my comic, but now that now that things are starting to get a little I have more time, so I can do more of them more often. But they'll be a little bit slower because commissions do come first whenever it comes to stuff like that.
Course.
But I just wanted to let let everyone know that don't fret. If I am open to art trades, art for art, and stuff like that. Because I really, I honestly don't care about anybody what level skill anybody has. I just love people drawing my characters, so that's usually what I ask for.
Hey, there you go. Aaron has said, "Do you want smut? She can write smut." Might as well market themselves as an NSFW writer. I don't know.
So, since we have you on a live stream,
oh dear.
I want you to not avoid this question. What's your favorite type of fan art that you receive from us? Or not us, because I don't make the fan art, but from your artists.
I have an answer to that, but go ahead, sir.
Hanging up the headphones and walking away. Oh.
Go on, answer, don't disappoint.
Magna Principa Sarifa, I'm sorry, I tried to get your question answered. It didn't work out.
Alright, so apparently we are now doing the rest of the stream talking to the hammer, sitting in the chair, all by its lonesome. Cirrus's hammer, what is it like being grabbed and fondled all day by Cirrus? I want to know for reasons.
The only way the hammer can respond is like this.
Oh.
I just want everybody to know that hammer went off screen for a second there.
Yeah.
Because that hammer isn't any firmer.
Okay, so no, but seriously, answer. What is your favorite? Oh wait, is there things happening in the artwork?
Hey, so sorry. Somebody on the voice chat text has mentioned update. I have made the tentacle ludes.
So apparently I muted my microphone when I hit it with the hammer. I managed to do that apparently. Yeah, no, Wombologist says, I have made the tentacle ludes. Hold on, I have to censor it.
God, the horror.
You've done me a concern. You done me a concern, Wombo.
But no, Sturris,
I'm with Ocean. Yeah, don't touch the question.
We want to have an answer to the question.
What was the question?
Well,
the question, sir, is what is your favorite type of fan art you receive?
Well, you see,
that depends on what you mean by fan art.
That really depends on what you mean by art.
I don't know what art is. People want to pigeon me into this hole of what is art and what is not art, and I'm not on either side of this dichotomy.
The idea that you and I have the same definition of art is just absurd.
It's preposterous. It's chaos.
As
feminine and therefore chaos.
What I do is I work.
Answer the damn question.
Yeah. Seriously? What's the answer?
So I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why this is the case, but the more of it that I've received, the more attached I've become to the Rule 63 fan art, and I don't know why. It feels weird. Like I've thoroughly accepted the fact that I will not be able to escape Rule 63 fan art, so I may as well go ahead and accept it.
I was surprised the first time I saw it. I don't know if it could be considered Rule 63 fan art, but there is some fan art of me that exists in which I'm wearing shells on my chest, but I still have a beard.
Yes, you're talking about the one that Emmett made. No,
that where I'm sitting in it. I'm relaxing in a teacup.
I forget who did it. It wasn't Emmett.
It's in the fan art thing. Hold on, I'll just scroll up because it wasn't too long ago.
No, it wasn't. Let's see.
I have to scroll up about 3 pictures of you with boobs.
In the meantime, Orla, Sarah, in the live chat.
Whoa, this one's kind of cute.
Join the Discord. It's a lot of fun, really.
Yes.
It
was Bumbling Bee. Bumbling Bee made the one that you're talking about.
Bumbling Bee. Yeah, where I'm sitting there relaxing in a teacup with like little shell bra on. Like I was it's just like I don't know what to think of this, but it's funny. But honestly, like I'm still at the point where any fan art makes me ecstatic. Like I'm just around, and then people are making fan art of me. It's like this is great. But yeah, it's in the chat last week. Ocean was Ariel, correct? But I had a beard still, so it wasn't. I don't know if I could call it 63.
Here, I'll go ahead and showcase it.
It's amazing.
It's bearded ladies are a thing.
There was also I don't know where everything was because there was the bottom half of my body was a fish. So I don't.
You're a mer-pagan.
There's a pagan is now a gender. Pagan is now a gender.
It's a complicated thing verifying whether or not that's actually.
Here we go.
60.
Here we are. I think this is just cross-dressing Ocean. That's what this is.
Maybe.
Oh my god, that is so cute.
There we are. That was Bumbling Bee.
Exactly. With the music notes.
And that's not all. That's not all. Hold on. There's another.
Yeah, no, there's the teacup one is great.
There's this one as well. Let me go pull that one up real quick. Here we are.
Look in the voice text to chat. Jack, why?
Here we are.
My god.
Boom.
I didn't draw it.
Okay. Now I'm concerned. I'm very concerned. Oh my gosh, it's the one that that was on Godless Iowan's stream. Somebody said that Cirrus would look good as a bunny, and Emmett was just like, I'm on it. Oh my god.
What is
also,
this?
The Ocean Cup is amazing.
No, I love the Ocean Cup. Like honestly, that's one of my favorite ones.
The Ocean Cups, I've heard of it. Twice
Like,
now?
I'm partial to the stuff of me as an elemental, but the merman stuff is really funny.
Oh, we've got
Oceans are elemental. That works. I already did a Pokemon card of you, Cirrus. I can do ocean.
Sweet.
we've also got the
Yeah, so actually the water elemental thing has inspired the avatar that's being made for me now. That I think I sent you, Service.
You mean like this one? Oh my gosh! Hold on, this is weird. So this that's an image. So I just realized this little ocean avatar here has transparency.
Which one? Nice.
I can put it over the chat, and you can still see the chat. Oh
wait,
God.
what is this? Post it in voice chat.
No, just look at the live.
It's on the stream.
Look at the live
It's on the
stream.
I'm trying to. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Adorable.
Oh, this is amazing! I am now in your belly,
I'm so concerned.
Cirrus, but it's actually ocean.
I think that's Spooky Rays.
It is spooky. It's Spooky Boy Rays.
Yeah.
I made that.
The problem I had,
It's a little bit more
I had to
like.
use your avatar because I can't
Is it
draw.
transparent?
So-
Oh boy.
But if Spooky Boy Ray would let me, that'd be perfect for a Pokemon card, wouldn't it?
Oh my God, this is.
Go for it.
I didn't even realize. Oh, and Spooky Boy Rays here also. How's it going?
I am lurking.
I see that. I didn't even know that actually had like proper transparency until I pulled it into the stream, and I was like, wait a minute. I can see ocean through ocean.
I'm happy to know that something productive came
Sign
out of this.
is winking at me.
Put
and I don't know
me
how to
on
feel
me.
about that.
Put you on
There
you.
it is. Look at that. Yeah, no, that's hilarious.
It's ocean on ocean on ocean.
Oceanception.
We're 3 layers deep. We need to go deeper.
Oh my God.
That scares me, honestly.
We haven't even got to the Marianas
is
Trench
Cirrus-
yet, Ocean. We have to go deeper.
Is Cirrus in his belly because Ocean ate him, or is he about to be born? Which one do you find more disturbing? Says Purple Rhyme Fedora.
Oh dear
gosh.
God.
I love to think that they
You
went
have
for
no
the
idea.
safe route.
I'm gonna transform
Well, you know-
you to how I feel right now.
You know that's a loaded question.
Cirrus, am I your father?
You know what would be even more complicated, though?
Am I your father who gave
Cirrus
birth to you?
Hammer
Apparently.
was with Ocean's avatar, and then Cirrus was born.
I love to think that the first thing that came to their head is that either he ate him or he's giving birth. It's not something that's not safe.
Either way, hot.
Hold on. I have to have all the varying ways in which my character can be incredulous. There we go. There's another one.
Oh, there we are.
And then now to get the version that Tide made that involves my character being incredulous as fuck.
I feel like your visuals for the next Hammered Out, you have to have some of these like avatars in there too.
I really should actually.
Yeah, and get that Ocean fan art going.
Oh man, the atheist guy is going after Callan pretty hard.
Oh dear.
Saying that Callan is
Fight him, Callan.
supporting Christian beliefs.
Oh, is this like that? So there's a guy in one of the atheist agnostic groups that I'm in on Facebook who vehemently says that everybody who's an agnostic is just a Christian enabler.
No.
Okay.
Oh, is that I know that guy. Aaron Raw.
No.
My sister.
It's
My
not
sister
ours.
is agnostic, and she's not support Christians in any way, shape, or form. Her idea is there is something she chooses not to give a name, but it's certainly not God. That's what she said to me many times.
No,
Well, see, I clearly lack depth and understanding on this topic, so you're just a Christian enabler.
But she doesn't believe in the Bible. She agrees with Cyrus and anybody else who says it's a storybook, quote unquote, quote. And I believe the same thing. It is a storybook. I believe that maybe there was some dude named Jesus. I do not believe he was the Son of God. That is bogus, but maybe he had the power to heal. I don't know. I wasn't there.
I'm perfectly happy saying that he was a human being that we ended up basing a religion off of, and that's about it.
Yes.
That's like, I'm perfectly fine with that because I don't find the mythicism position terribly convincing. It's coming from somebody who has Carrier's book, so
right.
Like I'm researched in the mythicist position, but I also don't find it. I find it to be an ahistorical position. So
I mean,
we're from the same beliefs. Thank you.
Let's just
So
go.
I just posted in the voice chat what this atheist Andrew guy is now up to. He's just because Godless Iowans on his case now.
This will be interesting. This will be interesting.
Yeah, right.
It will be. It will be right.
Okay, I've got a theory. Think of Buddha.
Buddha?
So
Buddha.
I'm thinking of Siddhartha.
Buddha, okay.
Yeah. So here's this way what I'm thinking about is that would prophets like Muhammad, like Jesus, like Moses, all of these people, could they be like characters similar to Buddha? Either a religion that was formed around them, or cultural stories that just ended up needing a character to start from, and they gave it to that person.
So for some of them, what's interesting is that you brought up like Jesus and Moses. So we know that the historical consensus as of like 4 decades ago is that Moses was not a real person. Moses is very mythical. So we actually do have the idea of a narrative that is ahistorical, that required a character that Moses came in from. And then there's you've got various people who also have theories on like which other mythical characters were compiled to make the Moses character. And then you've got a character like Jesus who seems to share some of these traits, but we also happen to have more historical evidence of than like Alexander the Great. So sometimes it's a mix of both. Sometimes you've got a character like the Jesus character who the narratives may all be fake, but the person can still be a historical person. Just the narratives surrounding them are all as mythical as the Moses narrative. That's a thing that ends up happening sometimes. So it depends. Sometimes it's one or the other, and sometimes it's, from what we can tell in Jesus, sometimes it's a fairly even mix of both. And I don't personally have an issue with that because I read my Bible more as an atheist than I did when I was a Christian, which is weird. I think that seems to be a thing that happens a lot, though.
Well, didn't Buddha believe in the enlightenment of the human mind or body?
He had a lot of ideas that were like that. For instance, the words that he used for having sex for the first time was called scaling the tree. Like, all of his rhetoric was about a type of self-improvement.
Okay. Sorry, whose toes I stepped on. I apologize.
No, that's fine. I need to actually read through Siddhartha's history again. I did that in high school. And I think I would find it more fascinating now than I did in high school. So I need to go back through and go through again and do so. But that said, we are sitting at about an hour and 10 minutes or so. And Wombologist has said, sorry for the delay. I was driving home. That is perfectly fine. I'm curious as to what is going to come of this, though, although I don't know if they can actually hear. They're probably listening in on the stream. That's probably where they can hear. Purple says, I think Jesus was a composite character, probably several teachers wandering town to town, speaking whenever they could gather an audience. There could be an element of that. I think that's not fundamentally that much different than saying that some of the stories surrounding Jesus were ahistorical, even if the person himself is historical. That's really not terribly much different than that stance. It's just assigning the historicity to multiple people instead of one. Which, like, if you get into Josephus's writings, Josephus talked about more than one Jesus, so that could work within that as well, I guess. But that's not...
That's kind of the position I take.
That there's multiple historical characters that were composited?
Yeah.
No, that's a fair take. I mean, it's anything that skirts, or at least does not completely espouse the ahistorical position, I'm okay with, because it's... I have this issue whenever someone takes like a fully ahistorical position and yet they deny any type of research that says that their stance is wrong, and then will be incredibly pro-science and defend everything that research says is correct. And it's like, wait, no, your methodology is inconsistent. Please stop. Lexington says, you mean like the Jesus that likes to beat up janitors? Oh, lordy.
Beat up janitors.
Why would you do that? Why would you? They're just trying to clean up your mistakes.
That's why. Nobody gets to look at my mistakes.
Nobody cleans up my mistakes. I am my mistakes.
The funny thing is I was just like, I'm not going to post on Twitter today. And then this happened. I've probably made about maybe 60 posts.
Well,
only 60.
You had fun. That's what matters, right?
Yes.
There you go. He deleted his post in which he's gone on like a mass delete. Where
of course,
he's now deleting all of his posts.
The final mark of shame.
Yeah. I posted. What happened is that I came on here and I started talking about it, and then I posted in the thread, "Hey, we're talking about it," and he must have like come over here and seen. Oh shit! 12K subs.
Okay, 200,000. No, you're
12,000 subs isn't even a lot, though.
No, not now, but you know,
probably
maybe people probably every day. I see new people in Discord all the time.
Yeah, purple rhymes with orange in the chat. That's again, I'm more of an autodidact in this field, so I don't necessarily have all the details. But what purple rhymes with orange said, being a composite character, also explains inconsistencies and contradictions in the narrative. That's like the main reason that I adhere to the composite character.
See, I've not fully I don't fully espouse the composite character thing, mainly because we do have some evidence that the different gospels were written at different time periods by people who were only contemporary in the very loosest of senses. So that would also sound. So that would be one reason why you have the different narratives as well, is that you've got, for instance, you've got like Mark being written 70 AD, and then you've got Matthew and Luke being written a little after that, and then you've got John being written, after the 1st century. If you've got that, which is a position that some historians hold to, it would also make sense that you'd have very different narratives there, because these narratives are separated by a lot of time.
Yeah, it definitely could be that. It also could come from different oral traditions as well, and the different oral traditions could come from the different composites. So I mean,
I don't think they were they passing down oral tradition the same way in Judea around that time, though? I think that they had gotten into the habit of writing down their history as well, especially because they were so close to Rome.
That might be the case. Like I said, I am not the most educated, so I'm willing to change my stance.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like 1st century. Because they were so close to Rome at that point that they would have.
So
they may have started at some point. But I don't think it started that
had
way.
scrolls for their entire religion in the 1st century.
Yeah, and to mention what Kiwasa or Kiwisa said, I don't really look at like the composite as that much of like an elaborate theory. It just, to me, it seems the most parsimonious.
Up until the 4th century.
But again, like I said, I can always be more educated in this area. I'm not a historian by any means.
I need to be. I need to
Wait.
study it more too.
Sorry, I blinked out. What's being discussed as far as history goes? I
Cyrus,
can probably help.
How the Bible kind of
The character of
came
Jesus,
into
whether it's like
the
composite or
Which
or
channel
People
any
are
other
talking at
character.
once.
There's a lot of people talking at once, and nobody's giving ground.
Sorry.
Right.
Rah, rah, rah.
Drag, what's up?
Okay, we were talking about composite, the composite character of Jesus versus like a singular Jesus, and which one might have more historical veracity.
Mm-hmm.
That's basically what's been talked about since you.
I mean,
spaced out.
it's a giant historical unknown. It could be one person. It's possible to be one person. It's possible to be a composite.
And
It's one of those conversations in history where, you know, there's going to be a number of theories about it, and it's a period of time and a character in history that's so inaccessible, that you're not going to be able to get confirmation really one way or the other. It's
You
just the
say
nature
that,
of the claim.
But what
Right,
about
it
if I
kinda
hop in
sucks
my
for
time
whatever
machine?
Get out of my house, Cyrus,
Okay, I
with your
just
time
wanna,
machine.
I just want to like triple check that you are indeed okay with me putting this in chat.
I'm okay. Send it to me in a private message first so I can see if
Okay.
it's okay.
It's
That'll determine
pretty,
if it's
This
valid.
is-
There is a not safe for work channel. that
That's
they can-
interesting.
pretty
Okay.
it's censored pretty liberally, so I'm
It's
not
the
too
head
worried.
Yeah, send
Like
me
pretty
send
much
me
the entire
Oh dear.
pretty much the entire bottom half of your body is gone. For the sake of
By
That
cannonball
sounds-
or by censor bar?
the only thing I have ever sent this man in my life via DMs is now fucking tentacle porn. Fantastic. I love myself.
and right there, defining character moment.
I wish I was dead.
Oh my god. Yeah, no, that's probably gonna have to go into the not safe for work.
Okay.
Oh, please post it though.
Am I even allowed to put it?
I have to do it. It has to be
Okay.
me.
Post, please.
Oh no.
It has to be me who does it. Hold on.
DMs.
Because I've
DM to
only
me,
ever
please.
seen
I wanna see this thing.
Raz put stuff up there.
Nah, I can do
I
it.
better get some fucking commissions out of this, I swear to God.
Now, hold up. If it's not safe for work
Like, what did I just subject myself to? I
and
better get
it's
money.
censored, what the hell's the uncensored version?
I don't know if I'm comfortable with sending that to anyone, honestly.
So
It's just gonna go in your guilty pleasure folder.
Oh my god, go to the artwork as well. Go to the artwork
I'm gonna
channel.
cry.
So the uncensored version is like one step into hentai, but one step away from ecchi. And
Hey,
here we go. It's
so
there
Juice,
now.
why is this not in my
And
DMs?
Oh,
I'm
God.
actually in there right now, and the thing
Go-
about the
Go ahead and
feel
check
like
the
I'm
not
not
safe
safe
for
for
work.
way is there.
The only
I
stickers
keep checking my
I have
DMs and I'm not
flowers.
seeing
Check,
anything.
Ocean, check the not safe for work section of image sharing.
And this everyone in the chat is why you need to be in the Discord.
Oh my god.
I can't
Wow.
actually show this on YouTube, so
I like the flower.
the flower is the censorship.
The censorship file.
Oh my god.
The
Hey,
censorship
look.
flower.
Lane Thickwet also did the Eve with the honey face.
Yeah, I
An
was
artwork.
trying to say that's an artwork.
Yeah, that's
Oh
an
my
Oh, wait.
gosh, that's
It's
something
not
that
as
I-
bad.
Oh my
as
God.
it sounds.
That's a thing I can show. That's
Well,
a thing I can show.
I love that, and I'm scared.
Every day my
It's not
artistic
as
career
bad
has
as
led
you
up
made
to
it
this.
sound. It's not as bad as you made it sound because it sounded really, really bad. This is kind of not unsafe,
This
borderline safe.
This is Eve Kaninen, the hive mind. Here we are, everyone.
I have
Well, okay. I
Assimilate.
didn't notice who created that, but the Dark Lord would like to.
Take the red pill. Become one of us. Assimilate. Assimilate.
Assimilate into the mind. Oh, Jesus. This
Is that the process of assimilation?
I just want to say that it's been like what, an hour since you made that comment, and you already have fan art. Serious, you command a great power here.
It's a great and terrible power.
Wait, no, you're talking about altar gang.
The gift of God.
Wait, what?
God speak.
All the reactions on this are destroying me.
Oh my god.
Fucking, like, the hearts.
I have the biggest smile on my face. So.
Oh, I definitely need to go heart that. I haven't hearted it yet. Hold up.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna give all the reactions, and also I'm gonna add a few of my. Here we go. There's
I'm gonna give.
We gotta add the Cirrus.
I didn't like.
Cirrus reacts with what?
I didn't even like make it for this stream. Like someone made the joke like 3 days ago, and I was like, you know what? I should do that. And so when I sat down to draw that, I didn't think, shit, like a couple thousand people are gonna look at this. And like, you know what? Just gonna be there.
And now you live in the world where that happens. Okay.
I
So
like that there's a react that's a cat with hard eyes that has 8 clicks.
8 clicks
on Cirrus choking on some tentacle.
There's also shoeless cosmological with 6 clicks.
I hope that somebody's gonna send Logic a Twitter DM with the uncensored version.
Wait, are you?
Somebody definitely needs to do that. Logic needs to know. I'm gonna tweet this at him right now. Take the not safe for or the one that's not safe.
Someone
for
just donated 5,000 woolongs through the super chat.
But I don't know what that translates into in American dollars.
I don't know what a woolong is.
Maybe $5? I don't know. I know yen is close to a cent.
Oh wait, I think that's the Korean currency.
Hey, quick question: is that tentacle monster the same that is in Logic's house?
It's the exact same
Yes.
one, yes.
It's from the
I
crossover.
drew that with the full intention of that being Logic's tentacle monster, whose
Yeah,
name I
it's the-
can't pronounce.
Okay, so a woolong is equivalent to a little bit more than a cent. So it's a little bit
won.
over $5.
Not a woolong. I was being a Cowboy Bebop fan when I said woolong. So
yeah, the only
5,000.
the only thing that comes up is Cowboy Bebop stuff when I put that in.
Yeah, it's about $5.
Yeah. So thank you for the donation, Quessa.
I guess it's close.
Purple, you say that you don't get to see the
my
tentacle
God.
stuff, but like you're in my Discord, you can check the not safe for work section.
The cat with hard eyes reaction now has 12 clicks.
I have to ask both Aaron and
All right,
Seraphim,
Stairs,
are
I
you
just
sure?
Logic. I just tweeted Logic with that image, so
Oh, with the bee, the honeycomb.
no,
No.
the tentacles.
Oh, the tentacles.
Yeah.
Just
my
Logic.
God.
I need to-
Wait, Logic just
That's
popped in your ass. What the
amazing.
fuck was that?
I'm gonna DM the Eve image to Steve McRae.
Yes.
Hey, why did you send the picture of a tentacle
Oh,
monster?
I've recently been unblocked by Steve too. I was
Hey, why
blocked
did
by
you
him
send
for
it-
a short time.
Hey, why did you send the tentacle monster to Damien? I'm sure you would like it.
All right.
Why are
Steve
men
McRae.
so emasculated these days?
Why all
There we
men
go.
so
So,
immaculate?
God,
so
yes.
emasculation or not?
Another something I always wanted to say, Sarah. Something I wanted to say, Sarah. That
What's
I
up?
think you might find funny.
Gamers don't get
Um,
girls, boy.
I'm not entirely sure if this has any actual data supporting it, but I read on the Wikipedia that monogamous relationships, not monogamous relationships, monogamous species that or at least tend to be socially monogamous tend to have less sexual dimorphism. So a lot of the alpha males saying you gotta have like a forced monogamy relationship like that are kind of leading to themselves being more feminine. If you think if it's more than just a correlation.
I'm not certain. That's the first I've heard of it.
Yeah, I read it. I read it on the wiki once, so but you might find it interesting.
I might do some research on it. I do think that though a lot of times, and this is not me trying to appeal to human exceptionalism, but a lot of times with stuff like this, humans end up being a bit of an exception for some stuff, just because we have the ability to communicate in complex ways.
To be honest, our species isn't that sexually dimorphic compared to some others, so meh.
I mean, at least we could have the amount of sexes that fungi have.
We're not birds.
If you compare us to our closest cousins, we have roughly the same.
Bonobos?
Yeah, we have a lot of the same. I remember reading that, and I've also seen like a picture. Yeah, we look pretty similar. Like,
well, yeah, we do. If you take a bonobo and you don't do this, by the way, this is a horrible thing to do. But if you were to take a bonobo and you were to pull out all of its skin, and muscle tissue, and all that, and you were left with just a skeleton, you would have a human. You'd have a human skeleton with slightly elongated arms.
And different legs and different feet. But I was talking about levels of sexual dimorphism, not like physical features.
Not like phenotypical features.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, their men and women look about the same rate as our men and women look between each other.
Fair.
Yeah, I look at this lady looks up that type of shit. Look up a lot of shit.
See, unfortunately for me, like, that's not technically my wheelhouse, so I can't honestly comment on it because I haven't researched it.
Oh yeah, neither can I. I only read this shit off of Wikipedia.
Fair enough. That said, though, we have been going for almost about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours now. Well, not almost 2 hours. We're getting there. I can't see the thing. I think it's there. Maybe, hopefully, possibly. That said, we have hit the goal for the night, which is good. Also, we've gotten some the goal. We've gotten some weird things tonight, from Tentacleborn to Hive Mind Eve Kaninen.
You're welcome.
Oh shit! Did I miss a hive mind shit? I want. That sounds interesting.
And we also nuked somebody on Twitter from orbit, which is pretty fun.
Yes.
You tell me Damien. I just want it to be Damien. That guy just pisses me off.
I'll be honest. I actually would not mind having a just mono conversation with Damien, just to see where he gets some of his ideas, because they're very wrong. But I want to know where they come from.
Fair enough. I'm just not a person who likes alpha males or people who
where your face comes from.
Just
remember,
remember,
it comes almost entirely from personal experience.
He seems like one of those guys that thinks women should be one or two places. Either one in the kitchen, which I don't agree with.
Either in the kitchen or raising the children, basically.
Raising the children,
I thought you were going to say
happily solving him with children or not, and I don't believe in either one of those.
Honestly,
any of those scenarios.
For a second, I thought you were going to say he thought that women should either be in the kitchen or in his pants.
Well,
but that would make his dick feminine.
That
would make his dick feminine, and he wouldn't want that. That would be scary for him.
But I basically said in the comment series, I was like, you can't look at somebody and say, well, they look feminine or they're male or female because they're not wearing gender-specific clothes. I'm a female and I hate wearing things like skirts and high heels. They make me feel uncomfortable.
Alright then.
Yeah.
You think if I sent that to Emmett with no context, they would
to be honest,
I'm gonna be honest. If you send any pornography of me to Emmett without context, I'm sure she's not going to complain. I've just come to accept that this is a thing, that I live in a world where this is the case.
I would just like to draw everybody's attention to Zechariah, who just posted female ocean and Steris in the artwork.
Wait, here's a weird thought. What if Discount Hoven and Damien met up?
Oh my god.
So, Zechariah, what madness have you espoused? I can't end the stream without showing this.
I'm saying
I can't.
Wait. Oh, did Discount Hoven say something?
Cyrus, I wasn't aware that we were lesbians.
You know what, Ocean? I'm sorry, but I am not in lesbians with you.
Oh,
how dare you!
I guess I'll go back to my undersea cavern.
There's the. It's hard. How could you?
Under the sea.
That's rude.
Down where it's beard.
You're assuming Ocean has a heart. I thought just in his chest was another beard.
Oh. Broke his ass beard. How about that? Poor interview.
Oh my gosh.
Such a majestic beard. Broke it.
There's gonna be art of that.
There's gonna be art of
There's
you having.
art of fucking everything.
It's like my beard. Behind my beard is just another beard, which
Behind-
just hides another beard.
Somebody
which hides
opens
another
up your
beard.
chest to find your heart, and there's just a beard in there.
It's just like this giant beard that comes
So,
out, grabs
so
whoever's
weird.
opened up my chest, and
Yeah.
drags them inside, pulls them into
Jesus.
the depths, and
That's
assimilates them.
The ruin.
Oh god, it's a beard monster. How snap!
And it's awake. I'm gonna send
Light
her.
it on fire.
What
Just
kind
light
of
it on fire.
magic
That's the answer to
is your
everything.
beard heart?
Obviously, light it on fire. That's the answer to everything.
That's what you do with spiders.
I
All right.
thought that's what
Oh,
you're gonna.
I hate
Yeah,
doing
the
this.
thing
That said-
nobody
Wait,
knows
I just
that
thought- I just thought
ocean
something.
has an
Maybe
endless.
it's the answer
Beard
to-
is so
Wait,
majestic.
maybe this is the answer to
Why would you
Damien. Maybe
purposely
that's the
It's-
answer to why
it's-
Damien acts like the way he does. Maybe
It's
he's a
beards.
maybe he's a Dunning-Kruger effect style closeted person.
I would definitely agree that's probably the case. That said, though, I do think that
It's
we are
beards
hitting.
all the way down.
We are at the end of the stream. I thank everybody who's donated, everybody who has sent the weirdest of fan arts.
Yay.
And I thank everybody who participated in the stream and hopped into the live chat. Links to
You're
Tide's
welcome.
links to Tide's Twitter and links to Life with Love and Magic, which is their webtoon, and everything else involving Turning Tide Studios is in the description below. It is below. It is below. Also, you can get in contact with them on Discord. They are on my Discord. That's another place you can get in contact with them. So, if you guys want to do any of that, go ahead. That said, I'm going to go ahead and cut the madness off now because it's starting to get into weird territory.
Yep.
So,
Oh no, like on the weird
Yep,
territory.
we're
Only gonna
Thanks.
get weird.
See you
Thanks,
guys.
Darius.